Rhea Ripley fans, well, your girl is not mincing words because Rhea Ripley recently sat down and did a pretty interesting style of interview, giving her brutal, honest thoughts on a critically acclaimed Women's World Championship triple threat match at WWE WrestleMania 41, where she squared off with Io Sky and Bianca Belair. What did Rhea really think about the match, the outcome, and her performance on the grandest stage of them all? In today's video, we're going to be breaking down Rhea Ripley's most revealing comments, her perspective on the road to WrestleMania, and what this shoot might mean for her future in WWE as she looks to reclaim her dominance from her incredible 2025 beginning of her championship run to her losing the championship to losing at WrestleMania. Get the inside scoop from Mami herself. Let go. Now, let's brace ourselves for a minute, because Mami is talking, and when Rhea Ripley shoots, you best listen. We've got some explosive comments from Rhea as she breaks down the incredible show-stealing triple threat match from WrestleMania 41. I don't know about y'all, but I thought this was hands down the best match of arguably the main event in general. Yeah, I said main event because while yes, it was the opener of night 2, it definitely outshined the main event of John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed WWE Championship match. That match was, well, horrendous. And while yes, the men's triple threat match with CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins was pretty good, I actually think that the women's triple threat outshined that match and stole the freaking show. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments area below. Now, she did a recent interview coming out of this show and spoke about it. She spoke about the comments made by one CM Punk praising it and putting it over. And this is what she said. I mean, it's wild to hear that come from CM Punk. Being such a CM Punk fan growing up, it's awesome. But honestly, I knew that us three would go out there and absolutely kill it. So seeing people react that way, it's kind of like, it's a nice feeling that they think the same, but at the same time, I kind of experienced it, or expected it, excuse me. Io, Bianca, and I, we came up in NXT together. We know each other very, very well, and we're three of the best in the women's division. So to put us all in there in one match in a WrestleMania, we're going to go absolutely balls to the wall. So that's exactly what we did. It's been put over as a 5-star match for a reason. It's probably one of the favorite matches, one of my favorite matches now. But like I said, Bianca, Io, I know the others extremely well, so you couldn't really expect anything else. End quote. Yeah. And I think that is a good, pivot towards looking at Rhea Ripley's 2025. It started out in January when she beat Liv Morgan, wrapped up their feud, and won the Women's World Championship back. She held this title for a little bit until losing it to Io Sky on the March 3rd episode of Monday Night Raw. Now, this triple threat match was interesting, okay? Because you initially started out with Rhea winning the Women's World title from Liv Morgan. And the rumor was, okay, look, Charlotte Flair's coming back, gonna win the Royal Rumble. And then we got to get a challenger for Rhea. Because most people, including myself, figured, hey, it makes more sense. Go with a fresh matchup. Go with Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania instead of doing a rehash. A third WrestleMania match with Charlotte and Rhea. Right? I would agree with that. I think that was the right call. I think we can mostly agree with that. And so they were like, okay, well, we have to get a title contender for Rhea. They decided, you know what? Bianca Belair hasn't been in the world title picture in a minute. She's done great things over the last year as a tag team player with Jade Cargill. Let's let her go and do that, right? And so they had her win the Elimination Chamber. And a lot of people thought, all right, it's going to be Rhea Ripley defending the world title against Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. It's a dream match for a lot of people. I understand they've worked a few different times, including down in NXT, but on the main roster, they've really never had a key singles match. Certainly not at a WrestleMania or even a PLE. It's a fresh matchup. Both stars have talked about wanting to do it for a while now. It makes sense. Well, WWE They had other plans because they had Io Sky beat Rhea Ripley for the title. It was a controversial move. In retrospect, I think it was the right choice. I think Rhea is a really good champion, but Io Sky clearly had a little momentum behind her. Since winning that championship, her status, her star power has really taken off. So I think it was the right choice. And they booked this triple threat. I would have rather have seen Rhea versus Bianca, but I understand the circumstances. And now we're doing this weird program now with Rhea where, oh, I don't know. It's a little confusing, right? But at the end of the day, wherever they go with Rhea, it doesn't change something. It doesn't change the fact that Rhea Ripley is a pretty big star. She's one of their bigger attractions, one of the main event stars of not only Monday Night Raw, not only the women's division, but in the entire company. That's what Rhea Ripley brings to the table. That's what Rhea Ripley brings out. She can elevate stars. She can hold her own with some of the biggest names in the history of the wrestling business. She really can do it all. And that's what you have to respect. That's what you have to acknowledge, right? Take a playbook or a page out of Roman Reigns' book. Acknowledge her. It's what you have to do in this scenario. Regardless of you thinking that this women's triple threat match stole the show or not, I think we'd all agree that it was a really, really good show. It was a really, really good match. It helped night 2 tremendously. And at the end of the day, I think that's all you can ask for. Now, here's a question that I've been asking myself, and I'm going to ask you all down in the commentary below. Where does Rhea Ripley end 2025 at? Is she going to become a world champion again? Maybe. But I think we're actually leaning towards a Rhea Ripley heel turn. As crazy as that sounds, I think at the end of this year, that's where we're going. Because leading up to this triple threat match, she had shown tendencies of being a heel. So I don't think it's that far out of the realm to ask, to question, to speculate, to wonder if Rhea Ripley's going heel. And as over as she is as a babyface, old school booking would tell you that you turn someone from a babyface to a heel at the peak of someone being a babyface. It gets the most heat. It maximizes the turn. Could we be leaning towards that with Rhea Ripley? Well, time will tell. Hey, you thought we were done here. No. One quick thing. If you would, let me know your thoughts on this video. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did I get wrong? What did I get right? I'd love to hear your voice down below. Thanks for watching, y'all.